We live, we chilling, we good, we vibing, we talking, probably vibing. All right, so here's what I want to talk to y'all about because I just saw this. So apparently, the family-friendly Fortnite is doing a collab with South Park tomorrow. I repeat, the family-friendly Fortnite is doing a collab with South Park. Look, I know they already did a collab with Simpsons. You know, Simpsons has their own, dark humor, but that's more of the, I feel like most parents are okay with their kids watching The Simpsons. I feel like most parents are okay with their kids watching The Simpsons, right? But South Park, bro. Look, and no hate to South Park, bro. I like South Park. All right. Hell, I even bought a hat that I can't wear because my fucking head is too big to wear it. But you know, I even bought a hat for South Park. But like, why was this? Do y'all know what this means, bro? The fact that South Park and Fortnite are doing a collab. Do you know what else is coming to Fortnite, bro? That means we're probably gonna get Family Guy. We're probably gonna get American Dad. Hell, uh we might even get King of the Hill. this them doing South Park opens up the door for pretty much every other Adult Swim show, right? I mean, again, I'm not complaining. Hell, I might even be playing it tomorrow. Just gotta get my Fortnite settings right on my computer because my computer doesn't really have. Do I need to restart the? I might need to restart the stream because this shit seems like it's frozen. Okay, no, it's not frozen. That's been happening a lot lately. Like stream's been looking like it's frozen, but it's just like it's not frozen. It's just been looking that way. What's up, chicken? How you doing? Actually, I have the thing I'm supposed to use down here. Let me. Doing good. That's good. The way you use your brain and problem solve gets me so brick. Hold up, bro. Hold up, bro. I haven't solved anything yet. What's up? How you doing, Purpose Snail? But I'm probably gonna play it. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it though. Like I'll definitely play it. But as far as streaming it, I'm just like, because I'm already still streaming the other stuff I'm streaming. So I mean, I don't know. Then again, it could be a good video. It could be a good video of me streaming it. I don't know. I like to think about possibilities. What gun cave are you from, brother? Hmm. I don't even know if I should answer that. Just know that. Hmm. Just know I like the Yuri. All right. Just know I like the Yuri. Can I have mod? I know I don't really mod people if they ask for mods, but I mod people based on like how active they are in the streams and stuff. That's how I go about modding people. If you're really active in the stream and like you keep showing up to the stream, then I go about modding people. I do need more mods though. I think right now the only one I have right now is Braden. But yeah. Now speaking of South Park, I do want to. I never finished watching South Park. I want to start back like from season one because I watched season one up until like near the end. I don't think I ever got to season two, but I will. Not will. Sorry. I want to go back and watch more of South Park. It picks people like me from modeling homo people. Next is you're not mine. I don't know if I've even seen you before. Welcome back, Purpose Now. This live is an official LGBT plus verified space. Host is a confirmed LGBT plus community member. I didn't opt in for that. Uh, I cannot confirm. What would I be? I think I'd be like what? I would probably be like an ally, but I'm not in the community. But yeah, that is wild. That is a wild. That is a wild troll job. Uh, that made me dash forget what I was talking about, dude. Oh my gosh. Luckily, I don't have to adjust to using um, keyboard and mouse with Fortnite. I can still use my controller because I don't know if you guys know this about me. I am a controller baby, right? When I first started playing video games, we started off with the PlayStation 2. No, no. We started off with the Game Boy, the Nintendo DS, then the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. My brother got the PS4, then I got my own PS4. After the PS4, I got the Xbox One, sold the Xbox One and the PS4. Then I got my PS5. Unfortunately, I had to sell that too. I've mainly been a controller uh, player my whole life, right? And so it's been a big adjustment learning to play with a keyboard and mouse, but with games like Fortnite, I gotta. I'm sorry, I gotta play with a controller. So now I don't know the content of what's coming to Fortnite, but here's what I'm hoping. As far as characters go, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Cartman. Uh, Pretty sure we're gonna get Cartman, Stan, Kyle, and Kenny as like playable characters. But I think people from the South Park world are always they're gonna do it how they did Simpsons, where like you have certain characters you can play as, but you can also run certain characters around the map. That's how I'm thinking they're gonna do this. I didn't look too far into the article. Controllers are expensive as fuck, like $6 a piece. Exactly, dude. That's why I only got one because I was like, bruh, this shit is expensive. One PS5 controller, $59.99 plus tax. You have like eight. Are you a controller thrower, Nexus? You be throwing controllers? I remember when I was younger, when we were younger, we couldn't really afford to just throw the controllers like normal people. We just had to voice our anger in, we just had to voice our anger through the controller because like if we threw that controller, that was it. That was it. We couldn't do anything else. I have OCD though, and I just get a new one when the joysticks start feeling weird. That's also a valid reason. That's also a valid reason to get a new controller. Especially when you get stuff like stick drift. I've always hated that. Um, what was, well, I forgot what I'm talking about. Again, I keep forgetting what I'm talking about. This. I'm sorry. Um, controller sticks are made to break for about 3 years. After about 3 years, yeah, that's true. Like, especially if you're like really hard to your controller, like you put unnecessary force on it. Though I feel like even if I did have the money to like afford to throw my controller around, I probably still wouldn't do it because that's unnecessary money being spent when I could just like visibly get mad or bang on the table or something. Well, not the table, bang on a desk or something. Hell, bang on the floor even. So, as I was saying, them doing a collab with South Park opens the possibility for them doing a collab with the other out of pocket shows at like Family Guy and American Dad. If they do a Family Guy collab, I'm probably gonna buy every single thing up in there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't spent money on Fortnite in a very long time. If they did a Family Guy collab, they would get a decent amount of money out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you. They would get a decent amount of money out of me. Yeah, I hate when the shooter trigger starts feeling too used to resist sensitivity. Oh, dude, there's this new thing that they're doing with like consoles that I noticed, like the controllers. When you go to like shoot and aim, it's like a resistance, and it's like a setting, and I have to keep turning it off because I don't like when I shoot. It feels, you know, like I'm pushing against something. Like I don't like that feeling. I kind of forgot what it was called, but I turned it off. I turn it off every time. I don't know if it's consoles. It might just be the PS5, but like, I hate that feeling. I also get what you're saying too. Gotta head out now, bro. I like those. No problem, Nexus. No problem. Take care. Let's see. That was Loki all I had to talk about right now. The collab was the only thing I had to talk about. Um, however, I do want to talk. Let's talk about. Let's talk about. Oh yeah, yeah, no, no. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay, this is anime related, right? Kaguya-sama Love is War. Apparently, they aired. I don't know if it was a movie or if it was like new season or just a random episode. I don't know what it was. But apparently they skipped so many chapters. I don't know how many chapters they skipped because I haven't read the manga, but they skipped so many chapters and started and said, let's just start animating right here. I'm guessing it was near the last season. I've been seeing a lot of clips I've never seen before from the show, and I'm like, what the fuck? And apparently it aired in Japan, so I don't know how long it's gonna take. It might be out right now. I gotta get on Nine Anime or some type of anime. It might be on Crunchyroll. I don't know. But like I've been seeing clips from it like everywhere. It's called The Stairway to Adulthood. Yes, that's what it's called. The Stairway to Adulthood. I've been seeing clips of it everywhere. I haven't seen everything from it, but like I'm apparently a lot of people are mad at the fact they skipped a lot of chapters. Can I be honest? at the at the rate that that show was going, I'm not really mad that they skipped a lot of chapters because this past season, when they were when Kaguya and him. Okay, for those of you who haven't seen it, Kaguya and oh my gosh, Shirogane, those two were on the roof, right? And it was a huge celebration of, I don't know if it was Valentine's Day. I don't really recall what event they were celebrating, but they met up on the roof. They talked about things, to my, I thought they're both going to at least one, maybe not even both of them. I thought one of them was finally just going to give in and tell the other person, yo, I like you. I And I get the whole premise is love is war. They're trying to get each other to say it without them saying it themselves. But, but after that, I was just kind of tired of it. I was like, bro, can someone just fucking say something, bro? Someone just do something, say something, give a hint. And so that's why I'm not really mad that they skipped a whole bunch of chapters. Cause I'm like, I just want this shit to be over with, bro. Y'all get on my nerves. It was okay the first 2 seasons. Third season, I was getting impatient. Fourth season, bitch, just fucking. but, but yeah. So I do want to go figure out what's going on with that. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out at some point. I don't know when I'm gonna actually take the time to try to watch it. Who knows? But there's that. Any other anime I want to crash out about? Okay. I don't really want to crash out about this anime because it's a good anime. I just the ending kind of the ending of the season kind of just disappointed me a little bit. Not much, just disappointed me a little bit. So spoilers if you haven't watched if you haven't watched spoilers if you haven't watched season 2 of My Dress Up Darling. Spoilers. So basically, on the last episode of that show, Maureen was struggling hard because she really wanted to tell Gojo that she liked him, right? However, she was afraid to tell him that she liked her because, she wasn't sure she was gonna like her back. She wasn't sure of his feelings. And the whole episode, she was going on in her head like, what if I want to tell him, but what if I tell him this goes bad? And so when they finally get to, I believe, his apartment or her apartment, well, they live. I'm not sure they live together now. I think they went to her apartment or some shit. I don't know. They go to her apartment, I believe. And she finally musters up the courage to ask him something, but it's not will you go out with me? She asked him, you know, would you want to work with me on another outfit or whatever, right? And when she said that, that was her way. It was really just, she got very excited when he said yes. But that was really just her. What she said was, that. But underneath it was her saying, will you go out with me? If that makes sense. She didn't say it, but in her head she said it. And he said yes. So, I mean, I totally get that. I totally get not wanting to ruin a good relationship because that is the way that a lot of good relationships are like ended when someone confesses their feelings for another person but they don't feel the same. And she really didn't. She really, I think what it was is like at the end of the day, she loves Gojo, but she at the same time she doesn't want to lose him, as she values their friendship more than she values uh her love for him, I guess, right? So I'm kind of content with it a little bit, but at the same time I'm not, because it just doesn't hit the same as a genuine confession. That's why I'm just like, I'm just like, eh. By the way, what is y'all's favorite character? Who? No, sorry. Who is your favorite character in South Park? For those of you who watch South Park, I would either have to say Randy, or I'd have to say um, Kenny. Either Randy or Kenny is my favorite character in South Park. I keep pushing my dude. I need to get my fucking glasses like tightened because I keep pushing my shit. I'm pushing my shit like I'm Udio, bro. Get it, Udio from Bleach. Y'all ever seen Bleach? Very good anime. It gets shit on a lot because it's compared to like One Piece and Naruto, but it's a good anime. Like, actually, no, let's talk about that, bro. I know this is a South Park stream, but to be fair, we've been all around topics. It hasn't been 30 minutes yet. We've been on like 3 or 4 different topics. But let's talk about that a bit. All right. I'm so sick of people dog shitting and dog walking Bleach like it's not good. Listen, you can have an opinion, okay? I'm not saying you have to agree. You don't have to agree with the fact. You don't have to say that Bleach is good. You are, it is within your right to say Bleach is a bad anime, okay? However, can we stop pretending like Bleach did not put up numbers right then and there with One Piece and Naruto? Can we stop? Like, that shit that irks the fuck out of me, bro. People keep trying to take it out of the big three. Like, it's the big three for a freaking reason. People don't understand what the big three means. We're the top selling manga in the early 2000s. Meaning, I don't know, here's the thing. I don't know who sold more. I don't know Naruto sold more, One Piece sold more. I don't know that much. But the three that sold the most: One Piece, Naruto, Bleach. As much as you may not want it to be Bleach, it's there, bitch. I'm tired of this Bleach disrespect. I'm so tired of it, bro. I'm so tired of it, bro. You cannot like an anime, and that's perfectly within your right. But we gonna stop disrespecting. We gonna stop disrespecting shit just because we don't like it, bro. I'm not that huge of a fan of One Piece, but I ain't out here dissing the shit. Game recognized game, bro. My favorite anime is Naruto. Uh, I'm gonna sit down for a bit, for like 2 minutes. All right, I'm gonna come back. All right, I'm gonna sit down for like 2 minutes. I'm gonna try to keep talking. Actually, sit down. But yeah, that's just wild to me. Okay, a lot about still talking, but it's more about the sitting down than talking. It's more about that. Oh, guys, I got another topic to talk about. Just want y'all to know. Ain't no way. Ah. Hey, you know what? You know what? He tried it. He tried it. Okay. 20 things to do in Chicago, bro. I am so far from Chicago, bro. Thinking this isn't local news I'm looking at, but still. This isn't local news I'm looking at, so that makes sense. All right. I'm coming back, y'all. I just had to sit down for a little bit. And I got a couple things to talk about. How to get a like from sitting down. Okay. All right. So apparently, let me try that again. So apparently, guys, Bruno Mars is going on tour. That's not huge news, but I saw it and I I guess it's news. The news posted it was news, so he's going on tour. I don't say it enough, but I do like a good I do like a good amount of Bruno Mars's music. Okay, I don't say it enough, but I do like a good amount of his music. Right now, my favorite song. It's not a solo by him, but like it's "Smoking Out the Window." right now, that's my favorite song from Bruno because that song, just it's a song about people being fed up, but they're not like screaming in the song, right? I mean, at some point, I mean, they're they're not screaming, but they're saying like, this bitch got me. You know what I'm saying? So like they're politely expressing their anger in the song. So so let's see. That's another one. I'm gonna list every single Bruno Mars song that I like. Okay, with and without features, obviously. Smoking out the window. Die with a smile. Uh, Grenade. Nothing on you. Uh, Basically that whole 24 karat album. That whole album got some bangers on it. Trying to think of any earlier Bruno Mars songs I can think of. Damn, that's kind of sad. I can't think of many Bruno Mars songs. So, but there's more than a handful of Bruno Mars songs that I like. That's basically what I'm trying to get out. I need to listen to more Bruno Mars. You know, I've been listening to too much Kendrick. And I'm not even hating on nobody right now. I just be listening to Kendrick. You know, but you don't have to hate on someone to be listening to Kendrick. I probably should be listening to more Cole right now, actually, because I do like Cole. But if you told me name 5 Cole songs right now, I'd probably get stuck on the fourth one. So I need to listen more music in general. If I'm being honest, though, I do not listen to music like I should. Like I should really listen to more music. All right. So this isn't really politics. I just found this interesting. So while I was scrolling, apparently Diddy requested a pardon to Trump from jail. Mans wrote a handwritten letter to Trump requesting a pardon. Buddy, listen, I know Trump be pardoning people a lot. Okay. Actually, I'm not gonna call you buddy. Dude, I know Trump be pardoning people a lot. Do you really believe you deserve a pardon? Motherfucker shooting from the moon. Motherfucker said, I'm gonna shoot my shot one way or another. Fire sponge will have, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. How you doing, Tefs? Just chilling, talking about random shit because I expected this Fortnite South Park conversation to last longer than it did. It really didn't last that long. So now I'm just talking about random shit. But they do say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and he shot a shot. Oh wait, guys, we do have the green screen now. I do need to figure out how to like. I don't know if I need to iron it out or if I just need to get more thumbtacks because there's still some wrinkles in it. A couple things I need to do. Obviously, I should probably get a standing light to get more lighting in here, so that way it picks up, you know, picks up better. But I probably do need to get the other wrinkles out because I feel like as long as I do that, I might actually be able to use the green screen. Because right now I don't feel like I can use it. All right. I thought about seasoning peppers today and sauteing them. I thought the only thing you need to do to saute peppers was just put them in a pan. No, no, you need seasoning, right? You need salt, pepper, and apparently garlic powder. I messed up because I didn't put garlic powder in it. So next time I saute peppers, I'm gonna put garlic powder. Might actually need some paprika too, I believe. How much? I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure no more than like a fourth of a teaspoon of each powder. You don't want to completely coat it in powder. Because believe it or not, there is such a thing as too much seasoning. Actually, that's a good question. Okay, would you guys rather always have to eat? Oh my God, I'm doing would you rather bullshit. Would you guys rather always eat food that had no seasoning, or would you always eat? Would you rather always eat food with too much seasoning? That's a good ass would you rather question. Because I feel like if I were to eat food with no seasoning for the rest of my life, I would never look forward to eating like ever again. Because I get all I would get is nutrition from it. I wouldn't get any type of taste. Like there'd be nothing to look forward to. Just plain ass, no seasoning food. But on the other hand, if I were to eat food with too much seasoning every single time, I feel like that'd be too much. All that food. Oh, sorry, all that seasoning on the food. I feel like that's too much. Nah, probably actually real talk. As long as it's not okay. When you say too much seasoning, do you mean like enough to like cause health issues or just too much like let's say garlic powder? If it's just like too much, if it's too much but not enough to like cause you actual health damage, then I probably would go with like over seasoning. I probably would because I'd rather it taste too much. I would rather my mac and cheese taste like it has too much cheese than for it to not taste like it has any cheese at all. So yeah, I'm going with the too much cheese. Okay. Now that random ass would you rather is gone. Let's talk content, guys. Let's talk content. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, but I think I'm going to talk more about it today. I think I am going to be bringing back the anime stuffs. I keep saying I'm not going to bring it back, then I do, then I'm not. I can't decide what I want to do with my channel. I think that's the my biggest pet peeve with myself is I can't decide what I want to do with my channel. That's my biggest pet peeve within myself. Now, it's not gonna be like before where I'm just making anime memes. Nah, it's I'm bringing it back, but I'm bringing it back different. If that makes sense, it's not gonna be how it was before. Because how it was before wasn't working. We gotta do something different. We gotta innovate. You guys gonna say something else that around to innovate, didn't you? See you nasty. You probably weren't thinking that. I'm just saying shit. It's so weird. Yesterday I had a very out of pocket stream, but today we're just chill. I was just chilling today. It's so weird. Like one day, out of pocket as hell. Next day, we chilling. YouTube streaming is kind of weird. YouTube streaming is weird. You know what? I'm gonna find a use for this. I'm gonna find a use for this yarn actually. I want to see how long it takes for me to wrap this whole thing around my hand. Wait, how would I do that? Oh, I'd have to go this way. Okay. Yeah, let's see how long this takes. We're at 42 minutes. I'm not gonna do it super tight for obvious reasons because I don't want to, you know, mess my hand up. So, I'm thinking about getting a new blanket. The blanket I have is very thin, and I don't. I like the design on it, don't get me wrong, but it's very thin and it's not big enough for me to use. What's up, Sizzy? That's probably not how I say your name, but I'm sorry. How you doing, Aisha? I'm just here wrapping up my hand. Well, so not wrapping up my hand. This is not tight at all. I thought it was gonna be tighter than this. There we go. Kind of getting somewhere. The fuck? Okay, so I had it right the first time. It just felt weird. How you guys doing on this fine evening, by the way? Hope you're doing well. Actually, I don't know. It's a fine evening for me. I have no idea what the weather's like for you guys. Could be raining for all I know. You subscribe? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Every subscribe counts. Okay. This is gonna be harder than I thought because this keeps getting caught on itself. Okay, you know what? Fine, let's watch me unwrap my hand then. I think it would have been easier if I just did it and like have it rolled out already. That way it would look a lot better. So, I want to talk about Call of Duty real quick. So, Black Ops 4, I never got a chance to play it, though. From what I've heard, it's nothing special. Actually, scratch that. Not only have I heard it's nothing special, I've heard some people say it's actually dog water, which is to be expected because the last. So many people had like many complaints about, you know. Matter of fact, Syndicate. I don't know if you guys, any of you guys know Syndicate Project. You probably do if you've been in the Call of Duty community for a while. You've probably heard of Syndicate Project. He made a video a while back explaining why he doesn't really mess with like zombies anymore. And it's mainly because like he misses the days of being able to just, you know, play zombies, run a train on zombies, right? And not have to worry about some giant random monster he has to deal with. Some giant, two, three, four-headed monster he has to run away from after a certain amount of rounds. Which honestly is a very fair take, man, because like zombies didn't used to be like that. Zombies used to be just, you know, spawn in, shoot a couple zombies, get as far as you can without dying, and that was pretty much it. But now you have to sit here and worry about some giant random monster. So, Duct Tape, are you gay? No. No, I like the women's. I likes the women's. Nothing wrong with being gay though. Oh, okay. I almost have this untangled. Same Pibble as. Do you remember me? Probably not. No. Especially if you're spamming. Do you remember me? I think that's the. Well, actually, not spamming. You remember? Do you remember me? Is a very interesting way of remembering somebody. But it's less likely to work. Very first subscriber though. You're my first subscriber. What was one of my first videos? Let me give you a test. What was one of my first videos? If you're my first subscriber, it doesn't be the very first video. It could just be like one of them. Oh my gosh, I think I tied it. God, I'm gonna have to cut this. I didn't want to cut it, but I might have to. I fucked up. If you take too long, I'm gonna assume you're looking for it. uh, Okay, yeah, you definitely looked for it. It took you so long to say it, and then that's one of the first. Yeah, nice try, buddy. The fact that's the exact title too is crazy. But that was about like that was about what 3, 4 years ago. How long have I been doing content? I think that was about 4 years ago. I've been doing YouTube for a while now. Bro, I sent like 30 seconds ago. You didn't read it? Now like a minute. What are you talking about? Bro, where is the? I almost had it. I read your message, homie. I deduced that you're capping. Where? Okay, this has to be the end piece then. No, it's not the end piece. Oh my god. This is not making sense whatsoever. Okay, this is it right here.
You know what? This could have been avoided if I didn't think this was a good idea in the first place. This whole thing could have been avoided, but no, I was like, this is a great idea actually.
Wrap your yarn around your hand.
Wait a minute. Hold on, I think I just got a brilliant idea. Somewhat brilliant idea. Okay. Bring that over there.
Let's go. I think I figured it out.
I think.
I'll stand back up when I got this, guys. I'm just hella focused. I'm hella focused on this. Can y'all see my back right now?
I want to go see my back. Okay. Let's just bunch this up real quick. Let's go. Oh no. Okay. Hmm. is if I pull this. Yeah, it's gonna. Problem is if I pull that. Okay. I did it. I figured it out. Let's go. Oh my god.
I'll unsub then. Why are you threatening to unsub? I'm gonna keep it real with you, buddy. I've had people unsub for me and not even tell me why. I'm not saying I don't care about my subscribers, but I mean, if you are just willing to threaten to unsub, then I mean, I guess you don't really care about my content at all. So you do you, man. That's a first though. That's a first. Threatening to unsub. That's crazy. Actually, you know what? You know what? Now that I think about it, Twitter is where I have that happen the most. Like the only thing I post on Twitter is when I go live, right? I post on Twitter when I go live. I've some way somehow amassed like 90 something followers, right? Every other day, I have someone who followed me from Twitter unfollow me, and the only thing I post is go live notifications. And I kind of find that weird, but I also know this: there are people who like they see your go live notification, they follow you, and then they comment under your go live notification, would appreciate your follow back. And if you don't follow them back, then they unfollow you. It's it's that whole follow for follow bullshit that I don't like, which is probably why it's like that. Because again, I don't really post content on Twitter. But yeah, that's where I see that a lot, where people just like unfollow you for no reason. I never even subbed. How did you believe that? I really didn't believe you in the beginning because when I asked, I was like, "What's one of my first videos?" It did take you a minute, so I was like, "Bro's gonna look it up." But I mean, like, I'm gonna keep it real with you though. Let's say you were actually one of my first subscribers. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I started YouTube like 4 years ago, and it's not that I don't care about my subscribers. It's just that that's a lot of people and a lot of time. I do somehow still remember my first follower from TikTok though. My first follower ever from TikTok was Monkey D. Luffy. I'm not even joking. Like that was their actual username, Monkey D. Luffy. Okay, see now you're contradicting yourself because now you now you're saying it was you. You're confusing me, buddy. I enjoyed the stream though. I enjoyed talking about like five, six, seven different topics. This was interesting. I'm joking. It was me. Well, if it was you, Pebble, Pibble. Oh my god. If it was you, I appreciate you. guys, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully with something interesting to do other than just talking.